Good evening. The world is reacting to the United States bombing 3 nuclear enrichment sites in Iran. Here are some of the images coming out of Iran right now. President Donald Trump confirmed the strikes in a Truth Social post just before 7 p.m. Iran's nuclear agency confirmed there were attacks on Fordow, Isfahan, and Natanz atomic sites. The Iranian government says their work will not be stopped despite the military actions taken against them. And President Trump speaking to the nation tonight. He says Iran's key nuclear sites were completely and fully obliterated. President Trump also warning Iran to not retaliate and that their choices now are either peace or tragedy. He did confirm that the B-2 bombers and bunker-busting bombs were used in tonight's operation.
For 40 years, Iran has been saying death to America, death to Israel. They have been killing our people, blowing off their arms, blowing off their legs with roadside bombs. That was their specialty. We lost over 1,000 people, and hundreds of thousands throughout the Middle East and around the world have died as a direct result of their hate. In particular, so many were killed by their general, Qasem Soleimani. I decided a long time ago that I would not let this happen. It will not continue.
And tonight, former National Security Council Coordinator Brian McGurk talked about tonight's operation. He says this has been in the works for a very long time across several different presidencies.
You know, the massive ordnance penetrator is a munition that back in the Obama administration used to be discussed a lot as we have that option should it ever come to that. We all hoped it would not come to that. But this is a military mission that has been honed across administrations with the hope that it would never have to be used. Now, tonight it has been used, but this is something that has been rehearsed, practiced for years.
Now, these strikes come just days after the president said he was going to wait about 2 weeks before deciding whether or not the U.S. would get involved at all with the Israel-Iran war. We're also seeing reaction from our state lawmakers. Florida Senator Rick Scott posted to X, quote, "This is what peace through strength looks like. The United States and the world are a safer place without Iran possessing a nuclear weapon." And his counterpart, Senator Ashley Moody, posted, quote, "This is a solemn and important moment for security and peace." Congressman Jimmy Patronis shared, quote, "Lots of presidents talked about the dangers of Iran having a nuke. Only one president did something about it." And going over to Alabama Senator Katie Britt said, quote, "I stand by President Trump, strong and surgical. Please pray for peace." Senator Tommy Tuberville posted, quote, "God bless our troops, God bless President Trump, and may God continue to bless the United States of America." Here's a live look from the White House just hours after President Donald Trump announced a successful military strike against 3 of Iran's nuclear sites. Trump says Iran's key nuclear sites were completely and fully obliterated. Now the world waits to see how Iran will react to those strikes. Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu is thanking Trump for his support. He says the U.S. military operation that was conducted today will, quote, change history.
In Operation Rising Lion, Israel has done truly amazing things. But in tonight's action against Iran's nuclear facilities, America has been truly unsurpassed. It has done what no other country on earth could do. History will record that President Trump acted to deny the world's most dangerous regime the world's most dangerous weapons. His leadership today has created a pivot of history that can help lead the Middle East and beyond to a future of prosperity and peace.
And tonight, President Trump issued a statement to Iran warning them not to retaliate. He says Iran's choice now is either peace or tragedy. And the B-2 stealth bomber, the only U.S. Air Force bomber capable of carrying a massive ordnance penetrator, or the so-called bunker buster bomb. The bomber is known for its stealth characteristics and its ability to penetrate enemy air defenses. It can carry both conventional and nuclear munitions. In April, 6 of the aircraft were deployed to the island of Diego Garcia in the Indian Ocean. They were used to carry out airstrikes against Houthi rebel targets in Yemen, but their presence was also a strategic message to Iran. And we've been keeping tabs on our military bases here in Northwest Florida tonight. We reached out to military officials at NAS Pensacola to see if they have increased base security. Still waiting to hear back. Other military installations, including Eglin Air Force Base, Hurlburt Field, and NAS Whiten Field, have also not released any information.